Hi, and welcome to another Burning Monkey tutorial. In this tutorial is just to demonstrate navigating through Dreamweaver. So it's just a quick and easy tutorial just to get your mind wrapped around using Dreamweaver. So at the top we have the menu options like File, Edit, View, Insert. This is where you'll find some of the common tools that you'll need to access more tools to create your page. Then after that, you're here with the common layout, forms, data, sprite, and all these little tabs that has most common tools that you'll need, so that you don't have to access the menus and find and click on things to get to the tool that you'll need. For example, creating a table, you simply click it and it'll automatically bring up the wizard to create the table. And like you see right here, you just click on the row, columns, how many of whatnot, and do you want border, cell padding, cell spacing, and you can always play around with these things to figure out what this does. But for this demonstration, we just want to demonstrate that there are all sorts of tools here, from adding a sprite menu to creating forms, data entry, jQuery, even simple textings for those who are doing typography. Alright, and then after that, you can see a index.html. That's the current page that we're in. So we had this closed. Let's say yes. If this was closed, you'll be greeted with this, which you can open a recent page, create a new page, and some other little things. So I'll go ahead and reopen the page that was open. And then after that, you're greeted with the code, split, design, and live view. The live view, like any other thing, allows you to see what the website looks like without having to open your page in a browser. And you can enable and disable this. Now sadly, you cannot edit this in real time. However, in a design view, you can edit what you're looking at, which is just as good. The split view allows you to look at your code while you're updating it on the fly. So right now, the problem is that it doesn't update as you're working on it until you click on the code side of the view. But this is really good for those people that don't have two screens. And the other thing is you just click on code view, and you can, for those people who like to work in the code view or just want to type in code, this is really useful, as you can type in code and then go back to design view and see, did my code work, what's it look like. And next after that, we have the multi-screen, the preview, and this is the preview instead of having to click live view if you don't like the live view, because depending on the browser that you have, it might look different depending on how good your integration is. So clicking on preview Firefox, it's going to always ask you to save, because if you don't save the page, well then your changes that you've done and made to the page won't show up in the browser. This is where doing various versions, saving different names, is helpful, because once you save it, you can't go back to the previous changes that you had. So I'll go ahead and click yes, and there you go. This is exactly what it would look like if I clicked live view. Let's go back to that. As you can see, it's pretty much the same exact thing that you have in the browser and in the live view. Go ahead and disable that. And live view is also good when you're putting in GIFs or moving pictures, video. You'll see what it looks like within this Adobe Dreamweaver. And right on the side, you have Css Styles. This will basically help you find and give you properties and all the stats of that box, the table, the div tag, the div table. And as you can see, it tells you all the properties. And you can also add and change properties here. You can change the name, you can change the font, the size. So right now 121, we can change this over here, 140. And as you can see, it updates there versus having to go into the code and changing it there, as you can see, with height, whatnot. And after that, you're here, database, bindings, save server behaviors. Go to database, for those who know how to do with that. And then at the bottom, which is what you're going to be using once you got your website all connected and well maintained, put into a nice folder to nice condensed format. You're going to be accessing your server. This basically gives you all the integration that you need to access to upload to your FTP server. You can do it right then, right here. As you can see, connect to remote server. That allows you to connect to the server, and it'll even display all the as you can see, local view, remote server view. It allows you to connect to the drive where your server or your website is going to be, and it's super easy to just click and drag and drop your files into your web server so that you can update in real time right then and there to your website, unless there's something going on with your servers. Otherwise, it's super easy, super cool, and of course you do have to set that up. And lastly, at the bottom you have the Properties tab. As you can see right now, I have two options, HTML and CSS. And yes, this is the CSS, so cascading style sheets that you can edit for this page. And right now, nothing's selected, so it's of the page and the HTML of your actual page. So as opposed to clicking on an item like this here, and it even tells you as soon as I click it, properties, CSS P element *1. Reason why it's *1 is because I renamed it right here. As you can see, div ID *1 and *1. And that's just to demonstrate that you can rename your AP divs as long as your hashtag up in the CSS portion of your file is updated to whatever you rename it. So again, click on another piece and it'll tell you CSS, and you can even do the same thing on regular text. You can even give it a name. As you can see right now, this is using the heading 1 code. As you can go here and see H3, heading 3. So heading 3 and heading 3. And if we select this, it'll change to heading 1, no ID, the class. And of course you can always play around with this and bold, italicized. Does it have a link? And just, this is great about this, is you can easily say the title, I want it to link to another website. You can easily just copy and paste the website into here, google.com. And of course you're going to need the HTTP. And then just as easy as that though, you can link it, and you can even go as far as to, let's say I want this title to link to this picture. That's it. Once you click it, it'll open that picture. Simple and easy as that. You can link it, you can even browse for the file if you want to link it to another file somewhere. But do remember that it's better to have your entire website kind of condensed into a small folder where you can easily upload it, so that all your links aren't broken or anything are wrong with them. So just to end this, I want to give you a live preview and click on the title, and I guess it's not doing anything here. Let's try this in the preview of Firefox and see what that. As you can see, the link does open up in Firefox. First is opening it up in Adobe Dreamweaver, where the link doesn't really open up. So with that, I hope you enjoy and keep learning some more. Thanks for watching, and always take care.